When you restructure a company, it is important to do it well. Restructuring a company is normally done for two reasons: out of necessity, because there are some economic issues the company is struggling with, or also for opportunity, so you're trying to get more production and grow the company quickly, but you want to do it in a logical manner. Because most restructuring occurs for necessity, we'll address that in this video. Before you start to consider who to let go, you should figure out who is making you the most money. Because you're going through an economic restructure, you need to know what's the best position to be in after you've completed the restructure and what position to be in so you don't have to repeat the process again. Why do we conduct an economic restructure? To avoid a significant drop in productivity. Because productivity leads to profitability. It's important to note that when staff choose to leave, they usually work out their time. But when early terminations are involved, the staff normally go into a different mode where it costs you more and they work less, and you may even pay some of their time out without getting any productivity at all. A lot of people make the mistake of underestimating what the early termination costs for their staff are. Here we have Adrian and Barry, who fulfill the same roles in a company, but as you can see, it's going to cost a lot more to lay off Adrian than Barry. To optimize the redundancy and restructure process in your company, you should go about loading in your company and its staff details and then looking at your restructure and redundancy reports. Once you have those in place, you can move into duplicating your company so that you can continue with the process and compare the before and after. To duplicate a company, go to the Company tab here, and when you're in Company, choose which company you want to duplicate. If you're just one company, it will be obvious. Tick the box down here of that company and hit the Duplicate button just here. And this will ask you whether you want to duplicate just the company or the company and staff. For restructuring purposes, you'll want to click on Company and Staff and you go Create. And you can see now that we have a duplicate company down here with copy, and you can rename that if you like by using Edit and by using Details. Once you have duplicated your company, and you can see it under the Company tab here, you may then want to go and have a look at the staff, because it will have duplicated your staff as well. And under staff here, you will see we have Adrian and copy of Adrian, one being assigned to the new company and the original to the original company. You can repeat the duplication process more than once and have 2 or 3 models sitting there at the same time. To edit Adrian, or to remove him from that current company, then you use the Edit Details here. And if you want to see the companies together in a report, we'll go over here to Restructure now. And what you can see is the original and the duplicated company here, and you can see everybody's names duplicated throughout these reports. Now, to filter it back just to one or the other, say the original company, you merely tick that filter box and there you have the original. And if you want to just look at the copied one, you can look at the details through here. You do have the option under staff of changing their names from copy to new company, old company, or whatever protocol that you choose to use. When choosing how to model your new company, you can see Adrian here. If we go and edit his details, you might choose to change the type of contract he's on, the hours that he works. You might negotiate his hourly rate or salary package, and you can make modifications here. Now, whatever you do in here and whatever modifications you make will show up in your report so that you can compare the before and after scenario, and you can decide whether the new company structure suits you. By going through my staff and modifying either their details to a new type of contract, pay rate or allowances, or coming in and deleting them for this new business model altogether, where I tick there and I hit delete. Once I have the before and the after company, the duplicated one, I can sit them side by side, as you can see on the screen, and over here you can see that I've ticked the original company and then the duplicated company here. And what we can see is items like, here's my original base salary level for a year, and I've reduced that by roughly 71,000, and I've taken my non-billable staff as a 20% ratio of my company down to 12% here, and so on. When you look at one of these reports for the first time, to get a better understanding, there is a video here. Each report has a separate video, and each of the widgets or little reports in the big report also has a soundbite down here explaining what that widget means and how you can best use it. If you feel you need some advanced assistance in determining what you should do in your reports, then we'd advise you to go to Find an Advisor here and to scroll through the list or communicate with us directly so that we can find an advisor that might be able to help you. If you want to know more, here are all the buttons and resources that you need. Just use these links to go places. Don't forget to share this video with friends who you think might need this video.